Hi, this is Matt Mountain with 410 Solutions, and this is an overview of the LPL integration that we have been implementing clients on since February of 2023. Apologize for the picture. I'm not an artist, but I want to walk through this and explain how it works. So, as you can see up here, we have ClientWorks, and then down here we have the Salesforce target objects and the Salesforce source objects. So, ClientWorks and both of these are Salesforce. So, as part of the project, what we do is we have a kickoff call and we ask a bunch of questions because we want to understand your Salesforce environment and a little bit more about the clients that you have. We go ahead and we install the LPL integration. When we do that, what that does is that creates a connection here and it installs these source objects. Now, these are objects behind the scenes, but they're needed because they store all data from ClientWorks. So think of these as holding tables for your ClientWorks data. And so as part of that, we have a number of configuration items to do. And then the first thing that will be done by your firm is to do the advisor registration. So we will send you instructions on how to do advisor registration. Your team will go into ClientWorks. It takes about 5 minutes each per person. And then the advisor data will come down here. And we'll verify, yep, looks great. Then we'll send you the next email. And that's for you to do your client linking. That's where you go into ClientWorks and you can link 50 clients at a time and say that you want to link them to Salesforce. So as you go through that process and link all your clients, now what starts to happen is all of your data comes in. And that's your advisor data, client data, financial account, and holdings. They all sit here in these source objects. And that's where it gives us the ability to look at the data and to begin the complex process of mapping the data. So today, what we do is we map your advisor data over into the target objects. That's super easy. Next is client. That's where we match on social security number, tax identification number. And the idea of our rules is to minimize duplicate data. So, for example, if the social security number for John Smith in the target is different than what came from ClientWorks, we're going to create a duplicate record in the target. So what we do is we build a bunch of rules and then we map your client data over and try to match on as many clients as we can. From a financial account standpoint, if you've used the LPL integration in the past, chances are we are not going to create any duplicate records. A few may be created, but not near as many as what could be created for clients. So financial accounts are going to migrate over pretty seamlessly. And you don't have holdings in Salesforce today, so those will all come over and we'll create those. So those are all going to get mapped over here to the target. Now, as part of that, though, we are going to have a log file over here that's going to show us any data errors that occur. It could be that some financial accounts in ClientWorks are linked to invalid rep codes. It could be that an existing financial account was linked to John Smith, but now we've added a new John Smith, and it's saying, hey, wait, I'm linked here, but now you're trying to link me here. So the point being is, as part of these projects, there will be data issues in terms of mapping it over here. We will work through and show you how you can solve those data issues. Some of the data issues are going to be Salesforce. Typically, the majority are in ClientWorks, just in terms of remapping data from a ClientWorks standpoint. So, As part of that, we're going to, again, map your data over to your existing target objects. These are the objects you use every day. This will be hidden behind the scenes, so it's not going to be up on your tab bar. And then what you can also see now is an arrow pointing from Salesforce up to ClientWorks. So there's two use cases on when you would want to pass data from Salesforce to ClientWorks. One is for client updates, address, phone number. There's few fields that you can update in Salesforce and pass it up to ClientWorks. Many of our clients have said, no, any changes like that we want to do in ClientWorks. And again, then anytime data is updated in ClientWorks, it gets passed to the source and passed over to the target. So it will, changes in ClientWorks will get passed into Salesforce. But the other one is for prospects. So you're talking to a prospect, you're tracking a lot of information in Salesforce, and they say, hey, I'm ready to do business with you. What you have the ability to do is to link that prospect. And what that'll do is that'll pass their data from Salesforce up to ClientWorks, create a client, pass their data over to the source objects, and complete the round trip over here. So they're linked permanently. So again, this is a very high-level overview of what goes on. A typical implementation takes 2 weeks based upon the size of the org. It could, number of users, it could take 3, but that's what 410 Solutions does at a high level. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 513-482-1127. Thanks.